brought to you by EA Sports.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Tonight, we'll close out the week. And these guys defending their home turf. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 Dragons.
All JJ has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for him? Do they believe in you? Everywhere JJ has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll give him a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finding Davis. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the air, McCarthy. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. McCarthy operating from the pistol. He just throws this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Now hold on a moment, folks. You got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he gets this forward to the 19. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give them a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
He'll have the first down and even more. Touchdown! Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
Their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
York tacks on that extra point. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Our home team, nothing.
On now is York to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida. A super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action with Richardson. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's running for it. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, he found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Punt team on the field. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Starts his return from the 23. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down after a decent gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's 3rd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Goes up and over for the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And these guys push their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Another drive coming up for this offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. That finds Ayuk complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC divisional round matchup. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Houston in just a moment. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They're looking at 2nd and 4. On play action now, McCarthy. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Let's see what they went with on third down. McCarthy throwing here. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Hits him on the out route. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. Following that completion, remember the O-line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be tackled after getting it up to the 28. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Third and just 2 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Richardson now. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 24-yard line.
They give it to him again. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now Richardson to throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. His return starts at the 5. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. This offense making its way back out now. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. On the quick slant, it's Davis. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first. 2nd and 3 now. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Hand off to the back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he'll get it up to the 27. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up a Houston first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's go. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Their offense running back out now. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Slot receiver headed left. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer. They got to set an edge.
Third and long for him here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They're out and set, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Richardson. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they face 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
back to throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So we're at halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
In the Windy City of Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 38. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Richardson. He's got it over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Here's 2nd and 11. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. Yeah, they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now outruns their offense to take over. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do. And that
Turning their offense and this running back to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys make it a 24-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's Carter on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense getting set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
I love that. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 13. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Nothing for them there. Maybe 1 yard. That's going to be 4th down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Oh, stiff arm. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. First down, ball at the 36. Richardson now. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Hauled in left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing now, Richardson has the connection to Adunze. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Richardson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That's another 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3.
Rush coming for Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
3rd and goal for Richardson. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys continue piling on to this lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Evans now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Davis there to grab it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. They've got the ball to start, but their playoff future in jeopardy as they trail. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now it's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be a first down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
The give here on second. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3. Back to the well again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6. McCarthy to throw for it. They connect for the first. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains. They'll run here on first down. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3. Here's the handoff. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. All plays on the table here for third and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
You're good on the point after. And his guys get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points.
Visitors, 17.
On now is York to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes their offense out again. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Give now to the running back. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Now a give running right. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one's complete, right side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. On the quick slant, it's Davis. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and short. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It was a great effort from our winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.